What's up, guys? First and foremost, thank you for the 100 subscribers. I know I'm not uploading videos every week like I should or want to, so I actually hit the 100 subscribers like 3 or 4 weeks ago. We're up to about 150 now, but thank you so much. I appreciate every single one of you who has clicked the subscribe button and watches my crazy videos. Today I'm gonna have my buddy Chris with me. He's got a channel called Kid Holler Garage. He's done some cool stuff over there, if I can talk. He's done some cool stuff over there. Anyways, yeah, tell me a little bit about your channel.
We're just kind of trying to document the progress that we make on building reliable family transportation and having a little bit of fun doing it. So we're getting ready to upload a new video that's just general maintenance on the GMT 400 series of the 88 to 98 Chevy trucks and Suburbans. So
cool. He's got a Cummins powered 4L80 transmission, 6-door. What is it? It's a K2500.
Yeah.
There's no Suburban parts on it. You used to have a Suburban you converted.
There might be some
Suburban parts in it.
Yeah. I think the side door, one of the side doors, is a Suburban door. So.
Check his channel out. I'll post a card or a link or something. Should pop up on the screen somewhere. As far as update from what we've got going on, the motor is pretty much back together. Just waiting on a couple parts for it. I have worked on the wiring harness, getting it all thinned out to where it just will pick up the sensors I need for gauges. And today we're going to rebuild this turbo. So we've got an HX35 I bought online. It did not look this pretty. For like 200 bucks or something. It's got a little bit of shaft play. I cleaned it up already and painted it to match the motor. But that's just putting lipstick on a pig because the inside is worn out and old. And so we're going to tear it down, clean it up, and do a rebuild on it. So let's get started. I've got this big lock ring on the back. It pops off and this literally just slides off. And that's all you do to get that off. Let's go ahead and see some of the shaft play. Especially if you look right in here where that gap is, you can see quite a bit of play. There's not a whole lot of forward and backward play, but side to side there's quite a bit. There's a couple little nicks on the impeller wheel or the compressor wheel. Some dirt and corrosion on there.
Mosquito eater.
Yeah, we're gonna throw that on the throw it in the sonic cleaner and get it cleaned up real good. Something else, I already took this thing apart to clean it. To take the exhaust housing off, there's 4 bolts on the back, or kind of in the middle here, that you take off. If you have time, take the bolts off and just soak it in some PB Blaster or something for a day. Kind of tap it with a rubber mallet, maybe soak it for another day. It took a while to get it off. I beat on it pretty hard. When you're hitting on it, make sure you have the exhaust housing in a vise or a clamp, and use a rubber mallet or a dead blow plastic mallet and just beat on some of these more stout parts. You don't ever want to hit this outer ring. I don't know what the technical term is. You don't want to hit this part. You want to hit the cast iron main parts down here. All right, so we've got the turbo taken apart. This is the main part of your turbo. All your bearings and seals are in here. The other 2 pieces are just the housings. So this is what we're going to tear down and replace bearings and seals on. I don't think I tightened this very tight like I want to put it on.
You've already had this off and back.
I've had it torn all the way apart.
Oh, okay.
And I broke one of the seals when I tried putting it back together, so I have to rebuild it now.
Oh. So it's like a twofer.
Yeah. And this will just lift right off.
What about that snap ring?
No, this will come off, I think.
Okay.
I don't think you need a snap ring. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So just kind of like the NV4500. You're supposed to drop it. You're supposed to drop it on the floor. All right. I'm not sure if I'm gonna have to have this rebalanced or not, because I'm not replacing any of the parts that actually rotate. I'm gonna call a turbo shop and ask them and see what they say. When I called around to get quotes on rebuilding this turbo, I was quoted $700. Now the rebuild kit factory from Wholeset is 75 bucks. The turbo shop said that they would balance this for $25. So I think it's kind of stupid to pay them $700 to throw $75 worth of parts in it. So we're gonna do it and hopefully not destroy it.
What's the worst that could happen?
It flies apart and destroys my brand new engine.
Okay, well, there's that.
That's the worst that could happen. We're gonna go ahead and throw these in the sonic cleaner real quick, get them all cleaned up and going, so they can be cleaning while we're working on the rest of this. So there's a brass ring that sits around that shaft.
Okay.
Slides in here, and I couldn't get it back in, and so I like smacked it thinking it would slide in, and it like tweaked the ring real bad. So.
Oops.
Yeah. Does it come with a new snap ring? Because I'm about to lose this one.
My snap ring pliers.
Don't you have a bigger
See
one?
if, yeah, I just don't want to get it greasy. See if you can pop that up when I.
Okay. Woo! Got it.
We didn't die. Ooh, there's a really tiny snap ring right there. Oh, I bent it to get it out. There's one of the bearings. The bearing actually came out pretty easy.
Yeah.
It's scored up pretty bad. I just don't know how to get this out right here. This obviously comes out this way since the snap ring was holding it in, but I don't know what is holding.
It's probably like an NV4500.
Where you have to beat on it.
You just drop it on the floor. Oh. Or that.
Hey, there you go. So this is the thrust bearing.
Okay.
I'm not sure what this piece is. Alright, so did I mention I have no idea what I'm doing? I haven't even watched a video on how to do this, so we're just digging into it and I'm gonna hope to get it back together the way it's supposed to. The instructions basically say watch a video to figure out how to do it. So way down inside here is a tiny little snap ring about this size. I bent the one on the other side, but it's okay, the kit comes with new ones. And I don't have a small enough snap ring pliers to get in there, so we're trying to use these picks. I think I've almost got it. Yep.
Got it?
There it is right there. And if you look way down inside here is the other bearing. So, got that bearing out. It looks scored up a little bit. Not quite as bad as the one that is on the exhaust. So this one right here is on the exhaust side of the turbo. As you can see, it's a little more discolored, a little more scored. A little more scored than the other one. So, that's pretty much it. We're down to just the housing. The bearings were pretty scored up, as you saw there earlier. We're gonna go ahead and clean this up, get any gunk and stuff that's been sitting around my shop for about a year. Gonna get it cleaned up real good. The actually, you can probably hear that in the background. That annoying buzzing sound is my sonic cleaner, and it's cleaning the impeller and exhaust turbine. So yeah, we'll get everything all cleaned up, then we're gonna take the new parts, slam them back in here, and hopefully be able to get it back together without snap ring pliers. That's gonna be a challenge. All right, so the impeller just came out of the sonic cleaner. You couldn't notice it much at first, but it is pretty chewed up. And here is the exhaust turbine. It did a pretty good job of getting all the carbon buildup off of it. This right here is your rear seal to keep oil from just dumping out your exhaust. So we're going to swap that out. There you go.
No problem. No problem at all.
So, next step we're going to do is the exhaust housing itself. As you can see, it's got some broken bolts in it. So we've got a couple different options. One of them is to drill it and use an easy out, which are never easy, and sometimes they don't come out, so it's false advertising. The other one is we're just going to set a nut over it and just weld it, and then let it cool back off, and then try to back it out that way. We're going to use that method first.
That heat may help.
The heat will probably help, yeah. And we may let it cool off and then hit the housing with a torch. And yeah, we'll go ahead and try to figure this out. It's a 15, okay.
Oh.
Did I mention I'm horrible at welding? This is where you're supposed to be like, isn't your day job welding?
Oh, that's right. I forgot about that.
Here, hold that.
Give me the other end. I don't feel like my hand's saying craftsman all across it.
I feel good about it.
Yeah.
Dude, that's awesome.
Yeah, it is.
I've always wanted to do this.
Oh, you've never done this before?
I've done it once before. I think actually on the video, if you look back when we took the body off the frame on the Suburban, I broke one of the.
Okay.
Sweet. That's awesome. This one, when I first tacked it, I got a little on the housing itself. Oh yeah, we're good. I think we just didn't let the other one cool off enough before we. I guess I've never done this on a small scale like this. I mean, that one there was a bigger bolt. And I was able to slide the nut over the bolt that was sticking out about a ½ inch where it broke off. So I guess I've never done it where the bolt is broken off flush or inside.
You know,
awesome.
On something that really matters, like a turbo.
Exactly.
Yeah, I think we got some brass bushings that we need to put in here. We just got this out of the sonic cleaner, and so we're going to put some bushings in here and kind of reassemble some of this stuff. It's kind of sticky like syrup, huh?
Yeah, it's really messy, gooey stuff. Supposed to hit it with the mallet? I thought that's how you're supposed to. I thought those bushings are pressed in. Here, that's gonna fall right back out.
It probably just did. I'm just gonna say that right now. It probably just did.
Well, here, let's put the clip on the other side, because then when you flip that one back over, it's gonna. See, that's. Oh, it did fall out.
Yes, it did.
Did it get dirty?
Not that I can tell.
I mean, I swept the table off.
It doesn't look dirty.
What were you saying about getting it just at the right angle?
Just the right angle. There it went.
All right. Now remember, we don't have a snap ring pliers that'll fit the holes on this, so. So am I going to compress them and you're going to push it in?
Yeah. I think that's in. Yep. Yeah, that's in.
Okay, cool. Ooh, almost forgot the thrust bearing.
Might want that.
Now.
What's that pocket for?
Oil to come out of that orifice. So this goes down.
Okay.
Because that's the oil orifice. So it'll go in there and oil that.
Okay.
That'd be really bad if you put that on backwards, I guess.
Where that roll pin is.
Yep. Sweet.
Then that piece.
Sweet.
Plum.
Watch, I'll get bored and watch the assembly video and it'll say do not use assembly lube.
Right.
Oh.
Oh.
Yeah, it's like a little heat shield.
Okay.
The problem with that little heat shield is it makes it virtually impossible to get these in there to compress that little ring. Hey, sweet.
Who needs to compress the ring?
Theoretically, we didn't change any of the rotating assembly, so we shouldn't have to have it balanced. I mean, that's my thought. So we are going to do the scientific method of, that was about how tight it was when I took it off. Didn't mess anything up. That's good. I would say that's good. Look, absolutely no play. Maybe a tiny little bit, but that's probably what you're supposed to have.
Within factory spec.
Sure. These feel really light compared to the... Maybe not.
Oh, you got 4 brand new bolts. What am I grabbing you the old ones for?
I don't know. Which I probably don't want to tighten these down too much because I still have to clock it to match.
For the drain hole?
Yes. Guys, thanks for watching. Like we mentioned before, this is definitely not a how-to channel. It's a how we did it, as Chris said. Yeah, we had fun. It probably wasn't the most professional way to rebuild the turbo, but you know what? I think it's going to work. Got a couple more things to do. The intake fitting for the oil pressure, if I can get it undone here, is the wrong one for the one that's on the 6.5 diesel. So I'm going to have to get a new fitting for that. And then the exhaust housing flange. This is the wrong size. I think this is a 2.5 inch. The 6.5 liter diesel is a 3 inch. Also, it's at the wrong angle. It's supposed to go facing down, so it'll match up with the downpipe for the 6.5. So I'm not sure how I'm going to do that. I might buy a 90-degree elbow that goes from 2.5 to a 3. I might fork out the money and buy. I know Quad Star Tuning and a couple other websites sell the flange already made specifically for the 6.5. So don't know. What do you think? Anything to add?
I might have a downpipe off of a Cummins.
Oh yeah. That might be another option. Get a downpipe off of a Cummins and chop some stuff up and weld it together. And I didn't even think about that.
I might have an extra one.
Cool. So there's that too. But that's all that's left for the turbo, other than to get the boot to go on here. And yeah, thanks for watching. Please subscribe. Again, thank you so much for the now 150 subscribers. Please keep on liking. Let's get the channel grown. I want to quit my day job and just do this. I know I need a lot of practice, so bear with me. But more importantly, let's just have fun together. I know Chris is trying to get his channel grown, so go on over to Kid Holler Garage. Again, there'll be a link somewhere, and check out his videos.
Thanks for watching.
He talks more on his channel. All right, thanks for watching. Go have some fun.